talked about before the playoffs started about having to win games along the way that aren't smooth sailing and where it's not the perfect game for your team. Does this fit in as one of those?
Yeah, I think so. I'm a smart man, right?
Oh, yeah. Predicted the whole thing.
No, it's all jokes aside. That's exactly what that is, right? Like sometimes it's not going to be your 7 for it's been 4, 5, 6, 7 goals, 4, and it's a real strength of ours, showing we can win games this way. And again, Stu was great. I thought our team defense was good. They had obviously more shots than us, but I thought we limited the chances that were quality grade A's. I'm not sure. I'm sure there's some stat for that, but I didn't feel like they had those unbelievable looks in front of our goaltender, which was good. So I completely agree with you. This is one of those you have to squeak them out.
Just a thought on your goaltender, because he got off to a rough start. You guys, pucks were going in off skates past him, but just the way he rebounded and just the way he played today.
Yeah, no, it felt like we got away, or not got away. I felt like early on we just kind of got a lot of them, and hopefully all of them, because it seemed to be a lot better lately with the puck luck in that regard. So I thought he was unbelievable. I think he has shown that he's taken steps as a goaltender as well. I think he's way calmer. I think he's positionally very sound right now, and you have to really make a good play to beat him right now, which is obviously a great feeling for us, knowing that he's the backbone of our team.
What do you see in the difference maybe in his demeanor and things from this year from last year? Because last year he was kind of rookie thrown into the mix. This year he was kind of the guy all the way.
Yeah, I think he's taken it. I mean, obviously early on it was back and forth, but as soon as he gripped onto it and kind of realized, okay, I'm the guy. He's just been running with it all year. He's been great for us. I think he's showing it game in and game out. And as any goaltender, they're going to have an off night, but I think his biggest strength is the way he rebounds after those nights. And that's, in my opinion, a sign of a really, really good goaltender. You can't always control 82 games in playoffs and be on the top of your game every night, but you can always control how you rebound and how you respond to those games, and I think that's a strength of his.
Yes, the players like you and Vinny and maybe Cody and Darnell, do you guys like these games maybe more than a 6-5 game? Is this kind of like what you're built for, so to speak, as a defenseman?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I mean, these are, you can tell too on the bench after you have a couple periods of, okay, we're playing good defense. Guys kind of galvanized around that too, and they're just like, okay, we're just going to have one of those nights tonight. And obviously us on the back end, that's how we want to play the game. But it's fun to score goals as well, and that's a great part of the game. But sometimes you have to do these. And again, I think having on our or I guess in our portfolio that we can play a lot of different games is going to be huge here and coming down the stretch. And again, I thought we showed it tonight that yeah, these games we're not afraid of them.
When you think about the series that Vinny had a couple of against Los Angeles last year, a couple of moments that he didn't like, and you kind of helped him through that. Can you think about how far he's come now and how big of a game he had tonight?
I mean, I think he's been great all year, to be honest with you. You can tell kind of the same things that I said about Stu. It's the calmness, it's the demeanor. It's, you can't really, obviously you can see it on the ice, but you can also see it in the way they act. They're more calm. They've been through it. It's experience. It's not a ton of experience. It's just a year, but in the beginning of your career, it makes wonders for you. And I remember myself too. I mean, from year 1 to year 2, it's a huge difference. So you can tell they're almost like they're just an inch taller, right? Like they just chest out, and I think Vinny has been one of our, if not the best D-man we've had so far this series.
I'm sure he needs to grow another inch.
Yeah, no, he's tall enough, I guess.
Talk about the consistency of the defensive structure. It seemed like emotionally you guys were very even keel out there as well. How much of that is a reflection of Coach Knobloch? He seems like a guy doesn't really get his heart rate up much on the bench.
Yeah, he's a big part of that, absolutely. And I feel like throughout the season we've shown that when we do stay calm, we tend to play better as a team as well. And the times we get rallied up or you yell at the refs or this and that, usually we get off script and it doesn't go our way. So I think the guys have seen that. We've rallied around it, and I think we're trying to stay as calm as we can on the bench, and he helps us out in that regard in a big way.